So we are with our daddy, my Plath friend. See the familiarity with which she would have addressed her father if she would have lived. Had she lived. I mean, had he lived, not she lived, had he lived. That is, from there you can see the intimacy. My Plath friend. That is. Now, the fabula part of the poem we saw in the last class, fabula, fabula. This is, of course, we are using the words of Vladimir Prof, fabula, and sushi, that is, the poetic devices, the plot, the story and the plot. Plot, of course, plot construction. How the construction of this plot she has made to defamiliarize a situation, a father-daughter relationship. It's a simple thing, no? Father-daughter, daughter-father relationship is a simple thing, but what are the techniques that she has used? Not much of techniques, but devices you can say. All right. So first we will see the prosody. The prosody part of that. I already told you, I have made some 7 or 8 lectures on English prosody. I humbly suggest, if you have time, we can go through that and find out. Okay. Now, in prosody, what attracts you first is the meter. Meter means, you have got, she uses 2, say one is tetrameter, tetra. The other is pentameter. Pentameter, tetrameter means 4 feet lines. If you say like this, say, what I should say, yes, Daddy, I have had to kill you. Let's see that. Daddy, I have had to kill you. Now, Daddy, 2 syllables. I have 2 syllables. Have to 2 syllables. Kill you 2 syllables. So you have got 1 foot, then second, third, fourth. A 4 feet line is called tetrameter. 4 feet line. A feet here means a unit of 2 syllables. But the stress pattern is very irregular. So you cannot say whether it is dactyl, whether it is anapes, or whether it is iamb, or whether it is trockian, or very difficult. It's all mixed up. Pentameter lines, for example, I think almost all the lines, ending, the 5th line is pentameter. Not all, but many. For example, if you go through this line now, and a head in the freakish Atlantic, and a head in the freakish Atlantic, you will find the and a 1 head into the freak 3 ish at 4 Atlantic 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now how do you count the feet depending on the number of vowels? Understand? So here we can say and 2 vowels. So a unit of 2 vowels and a. Thus you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 feet. And 5 feet you call pentameter. I don't know better, I think it will take only say 15-20 minutes just to go through my lectures. Otherwise I will be spending a lot of money. A lot of time here explaining these things. I think you understand now. 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrameter lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 pentameter lines. Tetra means 4. Okay, that's about meter. Then, what about the stress pattern? I told you it is mixed. So you cannot have you cannot say whether it is iambic. Some lines are iambic, some lines are say trochee, like that it goes. Another interesting point to note about this is that there is 37 lines are n-stopped. The other line there is enjambment, means 1 over lines. You have got n-stopped lines and also run over. Or we say enjambment. Enjambment. So in this, you can see that yes, it is April is the coolest month, breeding lilacs. That is not stopping there. Same thing you can find the lines like this. Big as a fresco seal and head. Doesn't stop there because that is one unit. Second stanza, then it moves on to the third stanza. When you read, you will see that. So, big as a fresco seal and head in the freakish Atlantic. You cannot stop there. So there are unstopped lines and also enjambment. Now, the next point to note is the stanza type. You have a couplet, you have quatrain, you have sextet, but now this is quintain. Quintain means 5-line stanza. That is quintain. Couplet 2-line stanza. Tercet 3-line stanza. Tercet. Then 4 you have got quatrains and 5 quintains. 6 sextet. And then octave. Petrarchan sonnets, you have got 8 plus 6 lines. First is an octave, 8 lines, and second 6, the sextet. That is how it is done. Alright. So here you got a quintain. Quintain means 5-line stanza. See, the Keats' famous poem, Lovell Dame's Transformation. And what ails thee, night at arms, alone and palely loitering? The surges withered from the leg and no birds sing. What ails thee, night at arms? That is quatrains, isn't it? Yes. It's like that. That's what I said. Most of the poems, the English poets, they use all kinds of stanza forms. This is one. Meter, I told you already, irregular meters. No, that is irregular meter. Rhyme is also irregular. But rhyming words, they end in oo, you, through, isn't it? You can see that. All the rhyming words, they are like this. Through, and then you have got to do, ju, shu, do, ju, shu, like that. All the rhyming words you can see, lines end like this. Ooh. See that? So that's the rhyming. Otherwise, rhyming is irregular. Alright. So that's one thing. These are things to note about the prosody, that is how the fabula has been defamiliarized by the sujet. These are words I already told you. Formalists use these words. And again, not advertising me, I have given about half a dozen lectures on formalism. If you have time, if you find that these are useful, you can go through that. Okay. Now, the poetic genre, for example, this confessional. So first we saw the prosodic features. Prosody. Then is genre. G-E-N-R-E. Genre. And it is pronounced like this, no? Genre. Some people say genre. Okay. I am not against any of these things, provided you understand this. Understand? Okay. So confessional. Confessional means you are sharing, the poet or the narrator is sharing her personal experiences. How far you can call it confessional, that is a matter of debate. Leave it as such, but it has been accepted like this. The critical world, they have accepted it like this. Okay. And then that is, point to note is, it's a kind of nursery rhyme like. Nursery rhyme, a sing-song. Nursery rhyme like the stanzas are there. Sing-song way of speaking is sing-song of way of speaking, way of writing or narrating or speaking, yes. Sing-song See the stanza, the second stanza. Daddy, I have had to kill you. You died before I have had time. Marble heavy, bag full of ghastly statues, with one great toe, big as a fresco ceiling, and a head in the freakish style. This is a mature person who will not say like that. Isn't it? A mature person will not say like this. Or as you say, as people say, very serious and pessimism and what is the death wish. And some critics have said that it is she had fallen in love with Thanatos. Thanatos means death. I don't know. How can you find a trace of it in this? I don't find. Okay. So that is third point to note. And fourth is mixing facts with the fiction. Facts and fiction. There are facts are there, her father died, etc. She committed suicide, fine. But the fiction comes in with the Jew and German stanzas. If I were a German, that is fiction. If I were a Jew, that is fiction. Then gypsy, tarot pack, those things are fiction. And then another thing is that if I were a German, I would have been taken, Jew, I would have been taken to Dachau, Auschwitz, and Birkenau. That is facts, but it's only kind of fiction. So, then a fourth point to notice, a fifth point is self-mythologizing. Self-mythologizing. Self-mythologizing is the technique used by James Joyce in his Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Means third person narrative. That is self-person. To the BBC interviewer, she said, Sylvia Plath said that this is not a poem about me. The poem is about a girl with an Electra complex. Electra complex is the opposite of Oedipus complex. Cross-sexual attraction. Both son's attraction to his mother and daughter's attraction to his father is Electra complex. So she said, it is not me. That is self-mythologizing. The same thing is in Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Stephen Dedalus. The story of Stephen Dedalus. Actually, we know it is the story of James Joyce. Yes. Then another interesting thing is that, in the poem, already we saw, there is flashes of beautiful lines describing nature, Atlantic, where it pours being green over blue, and the water is of beautiful nozzle. What a bright golden spot in that poem. One may think that it is the soul of Wordsworth is speaking. So that's another way of nature description. Then reference to world wars. Understand? Images of fascism and Nazism. Mein Kampf, look. These are Mein Kampf, look. These strange expressions, not usually. And father, daddy's godlike fear. That's of course diction, style you can say. My Polak friend, I already told you. Adapting the language of the persona of the poem. Persona of this poem is a little girl. So that is nursery rhyme or sing-song way. That's another way of it. And use of black. Then, of course, what is the significance of using black? Some people have found that they have focused on that. They said, and therefore it is speaking about what you call melancholy and pessimism and black. Black means black, it seems it is associated with the devil. Are there white devils? I don't know. I don't know. I cannot guess. I just can't find any or the metaphysical or even natural physical explanation for the use of black. It's a color black. You are a black shoe, what of that? No, usually you don't have white shoe. White shoe you have. I mean, in our area, people wear white shoe when they will die. Dead body, see that. That is, in our place, they do it like that. It's part of culture, I don't know. Otherwise, I have no idea. See. So she speaks about her attempted suicides and her marriage, her separation and all that. So that we can say confessional part of the poem we can say. The title is a figure of speech called ellipsis, I told you. Ellipsis. Ellipsis means something should be used, means what is, you have to complete it. Something is missing, that you have to complete. That's it. Something to be completed. Daddy, my daddy, my loving daddy. See that? So that is daddy. What is it? There's no place to stand, Daddy. Who's daddy? What daddy? So you have to say my daddy, my darling daddy, my loving daddy, my friend daddy, my proud friend daddy, and so. So all those things are missing. Therefore we said this is, you have to complete this daddy by, so something is left out. When we say prohibition, that is an example for ellipsis, means what is prohibition? Means prohibiting alcohol. So alcohol is left out, even then you understand that prohibition means it is not prohibiting anybody to enter a garden, but it is preventing the use of alcohol. That is prohibition means. So that is, when he says, he drinks a lot, he said, drinks a lot. What is understood? He drinks alcohol a lot. Then alcohol is left out. So then that becomes an example for ellipsis. Ellipsis. That is, something is left out to be understood. Listen, now you. And baby birds, that's another one. So, sixth point you can say, sorry, this is the sixth one. Seventh is you can say, baby birds, use of baby birds. All the other things I told you already. No? Oh, sorry. What is this? Baby birds. See, for example, chuffing, achoo, gobbledygook, baby birds. So these are different ways of defamiliarizing by using poetic devices. So prosody I have already explained, and then Jean is confessional. Because she reveals a lot of the personas, if you want to say like that, personal life, like marriage, suicide tendency, suicide. Another very interesting thing is that I forgot the name of the author, and the author says that she was playing with this idea of suicide. She never wanted to commit suicide. What happened is that finally, last time also when she tried it with carbon monoxide, she thought somebody would discover her, but nobody discovered her. So heart of heart, she was not at all a patient like that, as people say. She did not have anything like a suicide complex. That particular author, I forgot the name of the author. It's very clearly stated. It is, I read it in a PDF file. You can also search for that. I am not transferring my responsibility to you, but you can also join me. So as you think, when you come to Lady Lazarus also, you will think that, we will think like this, oh, she is mentally broken down, she had problems and all that. Another, I read in an essay, another person said, and yes, someone living in America, that is, I don't want to say that because it might hurt somebody else. All like that you can find out for yourself. Anyhow, this is a fact, that person wrote like this. She was not at all serious about committing. You have heard of crying wolf, no? Wolf, and so finally what happened that she could not be discovered. If somebody had found that, they would make treat her and bring her back to life again. So that's the kind of. Now when we take up Lady Lazarus, we will speak more about that, about By that I will find out the name of the author who wrote like this, that she was playing with it. It's a kind of poetry of suicide. Poetry of nature doesn't mean you are nature. You are writing about nature. Isn't it? Poetry of nature doesn't it? For example, Hamlet's soliloquy, Shakespeare wrote Hamlet's soliloquy, that doesn't mean that he is Hamlet. See, that you consider like that. So, Sylvia Plath wrote about suicide, that doesn't mean that she had to commit suicide. It's an artist. The persona is different from the artist. So in that you have to consider it. I hope that now it is clear to you. Alright, so sujet part of it, fabular part of that we saw, sujet part of it, you have to consider prosody, genre, then you find a nursery sing-song way of speaking, and baby words, here we can bring it here also, and then facts and fiction, self-mythologizing. It's very clear, that is, that you can see, she herself told the interviewer that this is not about myself, this is about a girl who has electra complex. This is self-mythologizing, that is the technique used in a portrait of the artist as a young man by James Joyce. Yes. James Joyce is one of my most favorite authors. Yes. Okay, then ellipsis also I told you. I think now it's all right, clear to you? Okay. So tomorrow we will just go through all the critical opinions about this poem. Now we have come to the conclusion that it is not in any, at least I have come to the conclusion that it is not in any way a pessimistic poem or see reasons that people give for committing suicide. One is divorce. In that case, I think that 1/3 of the population will have to opt for that. Because the number of divorces are going up like anything. Alright, so in that way I don't want to enter into controversial topics like this, but divorce is not a cause for suicide. That's what I think. Okay? Now those things we don't discuss here, because after all it has nothing to do with our discussion of this poem. What you found in the poem, that's what we are going to discuss. What about the social problem of suicide is not at all our concern now. It is concern, but it is for some other situation or some other area of discussion or debate, not in this point. In this point, I have already said, I have already told you, a great writer, I forgot his name, he wrote like this: she was not at all serious about committing suicide. She wanted to be discovered. See, something like hide and seek. When you are hiding, you want that somebody should discover you, otherwise the game is not complete. Like that. Alright, I hope that tomorrow we will review all these things, or in the next class we will try to review all these things. Till then, not all the critical literature, but some. From that you can understand what the critical world says about this poem and how we stand to differ. But again, do not mock me for your students. Bye.